Hello, my darlings, my loves, my babies. I hope that you're doing amazing, phenomenal, well, swelling your enemies. You're paying them no avail, and you're thriving and not surviving. Because what the hell? Ashe, let's get into this and see what affirmation is. Leading your life, or what's weird? Once affirmation to lead your life, y'all, the good things. Ashe. My name is Latiste. I do readings on here. So if you can book reading with me down below. I also have a podcast that you can check out down below. It is on all things, but just one link. But anyway, that being said, done and created, let's go ahead and get into this. I am hot as fuck. Let's open this window real quick. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I need some type of air. Okay, good shit. Alright, Spirit. What do you have? Oh, that is good. Just one. I am a light worker in disguise. I don't have to talk about it. I can just be it. So right now you must be, thank you, honing in on your craft, honing in on um, your spiritual practices. That could be, some people are light workers by cooking really good foods and allowing that to be healing. Some people are light workers by being, I said it before, comedians. Some people are light workers. There we go. Some people are light workers by doing what I do: tarot readings, dream decipherings, candle work, whatever. There is lots of ways to be a light worker. You know, some people are light workers by being doctors and advocating for physical health and ways of being able to take care of that. And so there's lots of ways. So it's like I'm a light worker in disguise. That's what I mean by in the disguise part. It's like it's everyday things that you can be doing. The way that somebody can interior design a home to create good, warm feng shui, allow the energy to flow. Light worker. And I'm saying so many because it's like, oh, but I do this. That's a light worker. But I do this. That's a light worker. Because you are you. That's the whole meaning, the sense of the source of it all. Is as long as you are you. Excuse me. Everything that you do, because you are operating out of light and not like light and love and the fairies and we're being ambivalent, but in a way that light workers are also evolutionists. And light workers are also activists. Light workers are also, you get what I'm saying? The warriors that hold the guns. It ain't just one way. Because light touches everything, no? And what it doesn't touch us is just a shadow, which is a reflection of the light. We can get deep into it if we're going to get deep into it. You get the fuck I'm saying? If you don't, baby, go find it somewhere else. My ring just flew off. But we're going to keep rocking and rolling. It flew probably on my bed because it went quiet. So allow that. Let's get into this. What card are we using here today? Have you guys been doubting yourselves and being a light worker and feeling like what you're doing doesn't matter enough? You're not doing enough? How you've been overworking yourself to prove that you can do it? Have you been ignoring certain things because you feel like it's not important? I'm hearing somebody that I used to paint a lot and I don't paint anymore. I used to put clothes on and be in fashion, but I don't do it anymore. I feel like it wasn't important. That is all important. That's all light work. Because when you walk on the street putting that shit on and you put it together and somebody's inspired, like, damn, they can be inspired to give you a compliment, and they possibly are the person that does that. They can be inspired to be like, I'm going to take that shit out the back of my closet and I'm going to put that shit on because shit, it's just regular Tuesday and look what they got on. And I'm noticing it. I wouldn't be noticed it. Whatever it is, that is light work. That is allowing them to see themselves in their own view. That is allowing them to tap into their own accountability, their own acknowledgement, their own shadow work, their own light work. Ashe? Ashe. So when we start recognizing this and taking this in, that's when we're pulling. Let's talk about what's going on. Feelings don't equate facts. Yeah. Just because you're feeling like I'm not doing much or not much isn't happening or I don't do this, so I'm not like work, I don't do root work or I don't have a a cult following, I don't have a covenant. Like I don't know who said you needed it? Who said you needed that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Your feelings about something is not the facts of what you're actually doing, what you're actually shifting and changing. Sometimes I kind of, sometimes I get into my own head like, ooh, am I really that good? Do I really got the powerful sauce to be doing certain things and setting this up? And I mentioned it on here where I had a dream, and I literally just had to tell somebody else another dream I had. But I had a dream. My cousin, I was like, I don't know, and they told me the same thing. They was like, yes, that's also like where she's like, I know exactly what you mean. My feelings about something like I don't know, and was not the facts of the situation. Was not the true reality of what was happening, what was going on. And so when you feel like your feelings like I'm not doing much or I'm not saying much, teachers they're like I feel like sometimes I don't doing good, and then a student comes up to me. That is light work in disguise. Once everybody realizes that everything that they do is a ritualistic power of what you are feeding into and what you are giving into, that is where things start to. So you ain't got to talk about it. You can just be it. You just show up and are it. We got secret revealed and you need an orgasm. Okay? And I always like to say, because there are people that are asexual, there are people that don't feel that way sexually in a way. So don't think of orgasm just a way of sex, because people get foodgasms and musicgasms. It's an arousal of pleasure in abundance. It leads to release. It leads to vulnerable expression and leads to clarity. It allows for a true feeling of sensational pleasure, of bliss, and allows you to live in the present moment. Are you catching what I'm saying? Are you catching what I'm? It has been caught. Ashe. So with this, you need an orgasm. It could be that in a sexual way, or it could be like, damn, I ain't really able. I've been trying to hold off. Stop trying to hold off on the pleasure. Stop trying to make things feel no. You need an orgasmic release to allow you to see that your life is abundant in so many things. With this secret revealed, once you see that your life is abundant in so many things, you're going to see what you didn't see. And secret revealed is sometimes spirit be hiding stuff from you. That's what they say. This ain't like somebody was talking bad behind your back. Sometimes spirit be hiding your blessings and shit from you. That card did not have to come out like that. You have to ask for more, you deserve it. Like I said, spirit has been hiding stuff from you. You need to start asking for more. You need to start speaking up more and being bold in that more and encouraging yourself more. That's why they said, I don't have to talk about, I'm just it. I'm seeing Beyonce when she was like, I'm not doing anything until my notes are applied. And that's how this energy is going to be with the action more deserve. I'm not shaking or shifting until my notes are applied. I'm not going to overwork myself, overanalyze, overthink. No. I'm doing way too much work out here, way too much change in karma. Oh my God, it's a bee right next to our window. Oh my gosh. It wants to come in. You can't come in, baby. I'm sorry. My cat just looking at her. Be careful, rookie. Okay. And that's the sign, because bees are about taking vacations and breaks, but it's also about community and coming together. Don't, Rookie, please. Oh my God. No, then I'm gonna close the window. Yeah, look at me how you want like that. Trying to hit it through the thing. The stinger can get through the screen. It went away. But ask for more, you deserve it. Be loud and vocal. And I feel like that's what the secret is revealed, is that you can ask for more. That's what they want you to experience orgasms. They want you to experience pleasure and bliss and joy, to know that you can have more. What else we got for the spirit in regards to being a light worker? Speak the fuck up. What did I just say? You're gonna ask more you deserve with feelings on it. You are talking about yourself, your life, and sometimes in a way that is not true. I feel like you are a very emotional person, but you absorb all of the emotion. You don't observe. You don't expunge it. You don't release it. You just sit and live in it. And sometimes it allows you this energy of like, am I or can this or what? And that's why sometimes the secret is revealed of that because you, am I right at that? And yes, you are. You have to start speaking up, honey. The butter, the caterpillar becomes a butterfly and obsessed. You have to be obsessed with evolving and changing. Like I said, sometimes you just sit in your emotions. You have to be obsessed with evolving, with changing, with growing. You have to be obsessed with knowing that you are worthy of more, so asking for it, sometimes demanding it. You have to be worthy of recognizing that I can do what I need to do. Yeah, so we're here again. I feel like you're currently in an emotional state right now. And so Spirit is like, you can change that. You can shift that. You can shift that. You can make that change. Needs time to mature. That's the secret reveal. Like I said, sometimes your spirit just don't be wanting to tell you shit because now it's not the time. Because they want you to start demanding. They want you to start talking. They want you to start doing. You ain't gotta talk about it, just be it. You ain't gotta talk about work or just be it. Speak it. That's why I say sometimes you just gotta demand it. Okay? New direction needed. What did I say? Buck the system. You can't keep doing that. That's how you're becoming the butterfly. That's why you need to change. That's why I also said there's different ways to get that orgasm. That it's just abundant pleasure in a vulnerable sense, in a creative sense, in a way that doesn't feel sacrificial, in a way that doesn't feel like questioning. It's hard to experience pleasure and fear at the same time. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's quite hard. Ashe? Ashe. So, with that being said and done, yeah, we got something to celebrate as your final card. Spirit is blessing you with pleasure. Spirit is blessing you with change. Spirit is letting you know, like, hey, don't just sit in these feelings again. Make a move, make a change in a direction that is necessary. Okay, they're telling me to pull out the B book. Let's pull out the B book real quick. Not the B book, but the book with the B. See what that says. Then we'll close out your message. B energy is also air energy. Definitely catching flights soon. I mean, y'all definitely gonna be catching flights and not feelings this time around. We got earnest, hardworking, and democratic. The B personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, what did I say? Aware of many subtleties at once. Like I said, you're able to take it in, but you have to learn how to observe and not absorb. Okay? It says, since they're artists at heart, like I said, somebody said they haven't picked up painting soon, things of that sort. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have a bustling, joyous personality. Until they're too tired from all the work, then they gripe and then they sting. So yeah, I feel like you guys need a break, and that's where that orgasm comes in, the abundance comes in, the pleasures come in, the celebration comes in. Because like it's showing you you are a light worker, even when you're sleeping on the fucking couch, even when you're scrolling, because you are you. So they're saying you have possibly been overexerting yourself a whole lot, and feel like you got to do a lot to show your craft and do your craft, but you don't have to. Whatever that is, you don't have to. Okay? It says when you're in balance, you are content, you are active and vibrant. Out of balance, you are overworked and annoyed. Ashe? To bring into balance, a mini vacation. That can be a staycation. That can be, if you're staying at a friend's house, like, I just need to get away from some of my own home this weekend. Something of that sort. But it's really allowing yourself to take that in and recognize that. It's a collaboration. Maybe you need some help with that. Maybe you need, I'm hearing some of you just be vocal and say, I like compliments. Maybe you feel like you haven't getting compliments, and that makes you feel like you have to overwork because you're not getting the recognition. And not saying you have to have outside validation, but sometimes it's nice to have. I'll show you. Let's get a final affirmation here for them. I see grace and possibility in all of life challenges, in all of life's challenges, excuse me. I love that for you, baby. I love that. All right, until next time. Owning my power inspires others to do the same. I'm not afraid to shine. What the fuck did I say? Sometimes you just being you inspires others to change, to shift, to think, to move in that way and in that direction. So, until next time, my darlings, I love you, love you, love you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time.